Now moving on, White House Trade Advisor Peter Navarro, while referring to tariffs on India, said that 25% tariffs were put in place because they cheat US on trade, and the other 25% is because of Russian oil. Remember, the US has imposed 50% tariff on India. In fact, Navarro also claimed that the road to peace in Russia-Ukraine war runs through India. So essentially what US is doing here, it's making New Delhi a party in the conflict it has nothing to do with. Now, in these remarks to reporters, the US President's trade counselor also said that he doesn't expect Donald Trump to extend the timeline on doubling tariffs on India as a penalty for buying Russian oil beyond August 27th, while also accusing New Delhi of profiteering from sanctions with Moscow. Let's listen in.
Well, let's talk about India. I would refer you to the piece I did in the Financial Times that appeared on Monday. And the Indian situation is very interesting. A lot of people don't know this, but prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February of 22, India bought virtually no Russian oil. Let me say it again. Prior to the invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, India bought virtually no Russian oil. I mean, it was like 1% of their needs. So the argument somehow now, as the percentage has gone up to like 30 and 35%, that somehow they need Russian oil to cool their homes or cook or drive their cars is nonsense. And what I do in the Financial Times article is I illustrate how Russian refiners have gotten in bed with Italian refiners in a game in which they get cheap Russian crude, follow me here, they get crude at a discount, and then they make refined products which they sell at premium prices into Europe, Africa, and Asia. It's strictly profiteering by the Indian refining industry, big oil. Now think about India when you think about the tariffs we're putting in place. 25% because they cheat us on trade, 25% because of the Russian oil. I ask you this, what is the net impact on the Americans because of our trade with India? Well, let's think about it. They have higher tariffs, there are Maharaja tariffs, higher non-tariff barriers. We run a massive trade deficit with them, so that hurts American workers, hurts American businesses. Then they use the money that they get from us when they sell us stuff to buy Russian oil, which then is processed by refiners, and they make a bunch of money there. But then the Russians use the money to build more arms and kill Ukrainians, and so American taxpayers have to provide more aid, military style, to the Ukrainians. So that's insane. And President Trump sees that chessboard beautifully,